Do you want to lose weight? Here are the top 5 tips. I'm Andreas Jenfeldt from dietdoctor.com, and here are the top 5 tips for weight loss. We'll get started with number 5 right away, which is the foundation for the rest. But it's hardly surprising. Eat a strict low-carb diet. Now, if you're a regular reader, you probably know enough about this. So very briefly, for maximum effect on your weight, keep the carbs as low as you can enjoy long term, preferably below 20 grams a day or at least below 50. And the fewer carbs, the more efficient weight loss without hunger. Eat real LCHF food, such as meat, fish, vegetables, eggs, and butter. Try to avoid bread, pasta, and rice, and of course no candy, donuts, or soda. Also, look out for fake products, fake low-carb chocolate, pasta, and bread. That's bad for your weight. For all the details, see dietdoctor.com/LCHF. Moving on right away to tip number 4. Eat only when hungry. This is an extremely important piece of advice for optimal weight. First, you should eat to satiety, because constant hunger eats away at self-discipline, makes you tired, makes you give up. So eat good food until you're full. That provides long-lasting satiety and reduces sugar cravings. On LCHF, you can eat less and still be satisfied, and it becomes easier to skip the bad stuff, like sugar-filled coffee breaks, if you're satisfied. If instead you're constantly craving and you need to snack all the time, there is something wrong, and probably you need to eat more fat. So eat when you're hungry until you're full, but just as important if you want to become lean, don't eat if you're not hungry, because needless snacking, that will stall your weight loss. Some things you eat unnecessarily just because they're tasty and easily available. And here are 3 common traps to watch out for on LCHF. First, dairy products like cream and cheese. It works well in cooking, it satisfies. The problem is if you're munching a lot of cheese in front of the TV in the evening when you're not hungry, or lots of cream with dessert when you're already full and just keep eating because it tastes good. Now, I have my own example. I drink a lot of coffee many times a day. It's my vice, and I used to add lots of whipping cream. Here's my Swedish heavy whipping cream, and I'm not exaggerating. I could finish a cup and a half, 3 deciliters per day just in my coffee. Almost never because I was hungry, but only because it tastes good. And this is only over 1,000 calories extra per day that I did not need. So in practice, this is what I did every day. Cheers. Yeah. On an LCH diet, you can get away with excesses like this without major harm. I still kept a normal weight, but you won't be as lean as you would have been without it. When I reduced my cream drinking, I suddenly lost a number of pounds. Okay, 2 more examples of LCHF foods that many tend to overeat. First, nuts. Very easy to eat until the nuts are gone, regardless of how full you are. And a tip, according to science, salted nuts are harder to stop eating than unsalted nuts, because salted nuts tempt you to more overeating, and this can be good to know. Another tip, avoid bringing the entire bag to the couch. Preferably choose a small bowl instead, because at least I often eat all the nuts in front of me, whether I'm hungry or not. Final example is LCHF baking. Because even if you're only using almond flour and sweeteners, snacking on baked goods and cookies provides extra eating when you're not hungry, and this will slow down weight loss. So to lose weight quickly, eat when you're hungry, but only when you're hungry. On to tip number 3, which is a pleasant tip that far too many people forget these days.